Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
I'm Dad.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys, and we want to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. If you couldn't tell, it's snowing again. We already got the animals all taken care of. We got some fresh bedding put in, and now we're looking over a parts list for our one tractor. This is our one tractor that we've slowly been working on. This is our spraying tractor, and we use this tractor for a lot of our planting jobs. This tractor is mostly used for the water wheel transplanter and the finger transplanter. That's why the back window is broken out of this tractor all the time, because the water wheel transplanter and the finger transplanter, they have a tank on the back. And when you lift up the tank, it breaks the glass.
Only if you forget to shut the window.
And we work so well together, we work so fast that we forget quite often. We are slowly getting everything fixed on this tractor. It's just used so heavily that when things break on it, we don't have time to fix it. But now that it's winter time, we are slowly starting to repair it.
771.
278771.
Yeah.
Screw.
It's one of those days where there isn't much going on, so we're just poking around trying to find all the parts that we need so we can get them ordered and we can start repairing this tractor.
It's my favorite tractor. This is my tractor. And Lefty has done a lot of damage to it. I am fixing it so it works for me. Don't forget the blue paint, Matthew, because we're painting this tractor too. For crying out loud. 054. You realize that's the 13th time I gave you that number.
I blame this website.
Yep. We just got done ordering the parts, going over the numbers with the people from New Holland. So now we're gonna grade some eggs. Our chickens have been laying okay. They haven't been laying the best. We've been getting a lot of small eggs from the younger chickens. So when we end up getting a lot of smaller eggs, that means we eat a lot more eggs. So, I mean, it's like a win-win for us. Now, I'm not sure how long this machine has been in our family. It's old enough that my dad's grandfather used it. It's been used by 1, 2, 3, 4 different generations. We're just finishing up with the eggs. We got about 32 cartons. This will go really fast in the farm market, especially on these days where it's snowing and it's cold. People like to have farm fresh eggs, so our eggs fly off the shelves.
I'm making coconut candy.
Ooh, now Grammy, the people are gonna wanna know, what is the recipe?
Well, the recipe is very large. It can be cut down smaller, but I use a bag of marshmallows, 2 cups of corn syrup, 4 cups of coconut, and vanilla. That's it.
This is what Grammy does this time of the year. She makes a lot of candies for the farm market.
And people pick them up.
Since there isn't much going on, four-wheeler for a ride and I got snow all over my camera.
I don't see any snow on your camera.
We were discussing a few minutes ago about the greenhouses. We don't have an exact date yet, but we're getting this close to starting.
We're going to be starting planting pansies, onions, habanero peppers. I don't know. Rhonda didn't give me the list yet.
Uh-oh, phone's ringing. The phone's ringing. Someone better answer that. So I just got the info. We are going to be planting the 23rd, this upcoming Tuesday, which is good because I filmed that day. So this is the first stuff that we're gonna be planting. In this little baggie, all these little caplets are 1 tray of petunias. We have some violas, dianthus, and these are just some more kinds of flowers that we're gonna be planting. So not only are we starting with vegetable plants on Tuesday, we're also starting with flowers. It's time to do evening chores. Dad is gonna be feeding calves, and I have some chickens that I gotta water. My my, it is nice and warm in here. Well, it's not warm. It's probably about 40 degrees, 45 degrees. But compared to outside, it is really warm. So I'm going to tell you something interesting about these two calf pens. The calves can fit back and forth between each pen. So they get to decide which pen they want to be in. So it's very interesting. Sometimes there's one calf on one side and then all the others are on the other side. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, we have an escapee. It's not too much of a difficult process feeding at night. We like to make sure every calf is feeling okay because the last thing you want is sick animals in your herd. Because if one animal gets sick, then it's very likely that even more are gonna get sick. Matthew, my older brother, ripped the pull starter off of my four-wheeler and never put it back on.
Andrew did so little maintenance on his four-wheeler that me trying to start the quad with the pull starter broke it.
My four-wheeler has new tires.
My four-wheeler just turns to the left all the time.
Leia, geese! Geese, Leia! Leia, come over here. Who's bigger? Leia, who's bigger, you or the...
She's not interested in cows
Yeah,
at all.
she's not interested in the cow.
Yeah, look at that little thing.
That's cute.
I came over into the horse barn. My aunt is feeding for the night, and she was running down through everything that she has to do, and now she's mixing all the feed together. Now this grain over here, this is a performance grain. This is something I would eat because I'm high performance. In the barn, they have nearly 20 different horses, which means they have 20 different diets. You have to measure out specific grain for each specific animal. And my aunt has a chart over here. Now Lefty and my aunt follow this chart very carefully. They've adjusted the diets for each animal. Some animals need a little extra grain because it's older and it's harder for them to keep weight on. Some horses, they become fatties and they can't handle all that food, so they need a little bit less. And that's why you'll see Lefty and Gavin getting hay so often, because the horses eat a lot of hay besides their grain. And in the summer, it's a lot easier for my aunt and Lefty because there's a lot of grass growing and it makes it a little cheaper to feed. So Lefty and Dabby have quite a few different varieties of feed. This first feed, this is a lower sugar, it's a lower fat content. This is for some of her bigger horses. It's so they don't keep putting on weight. It's a nice feed. This right here is a senior feed. It actually has sugar beet pulp in it, which helps them to digest the food, and it's super good for those older horses. And then this is another performance feed. It's something that they're testing out. We see this grain over here. This is that performance grain that they are using. They're trying to decide, because all of these are full of that performance grain. They're trying to decide if that is the new grain that they want to move to after they're finished with this performance grain. You definitely want to feed before you let the horses in, because yeah, that's a challenge you don't want to have. I don't normally help with the horses, so I have to be very careful because I don't want to mess it up. Well, there you have it. Now all Dabby has to do is put out hay, so we're gonna let her do that and let her finish up her job. Dealing with animals is an everyday job. Lefty and Dabby, they have to do horses morning and evening every day. And in wintertime, it can make it pretty difficult, because if their water lines freeze, those horses drink a lot of water. Just finished closing up the farm market. I don't know how much more it's supposed to snow tonight. It was just wet out here on the blacktop, but now it's starting to cover, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Lauren, what are we having?
Chicken burrito bowls.
I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty good to me.
What do you mean, there's no enchiladas? It's been 8 months since I had enchiladas.
I don't think that's true. Lauren, when was the last time you made enchiladas?
It's been a month or so, I believe.
Daniel, you better get your dad's pants!
Somebody! I need my pants! I got my pants and my slippers. I'm ready to turn in.
All right, guys, we're about to sit down and enjoy some dinner, so this is where we're gonna end the video today. I wanna thank everyone for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I like this.